Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. 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 Wanna move my feet, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. 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 Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.
I was getting stuff straight.
Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my
Hey, gentlemen, gentlemen. This is Heroes Journey with Dr. D here to encourage, to motivate, to inspire. Help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Because when you do that, what you do is you organically help me help and grow with me so we can make it better tomorrow or today. So this is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D, and we are. Let me see. Let me cut this off. And we are on. That's right. We're on. We're on. We're on. And what we're talking about tonight is what happened. We got a lot of different things. It's pretty much a jambalaya of different situations and different things that current keep adjusting stuff. I did not even know. I did not even know that. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm here now. Okay, here's trying to make Jenny Women. Um, no volume sound there now. Okay, okay. So I guess we're here now. So the question is, what happened? Now, generally, at the beginning of the show, what we would do is I would give it a summary, and I am gonna give a hash match type of summary about situations and current events and things that I experienced. And I do want to get um, the viewers, the listeners. I want to get your take on some things, as well as your interjection on some points, and so we can have a discussion about it. So, if you have any topics in mind, you have any subject matter you want to discuss, uh, have at it. But generally, I call this "What Happened" because what happened? What happened? What happened? How many times have you heard that? What happened? What happened? When somebody's wanting to know what happened in the news, what happened in the neighborhood, what happened at the family function which you forgot to come to, or you forgot to bring the turkey or the dressing. But what happened? Where well, well, Aunt Barbara just cussed out somebody, and you ask what happened. It's because you missed it, and you want to get all the tea. All right, so sounds there, Renee. They may be coming on later. They may be coming on later. So that's I'm asking what happened. I had current situations in my life, and what we talked about previously. Uh, Last year, I had a lot of different tumultuous situations that has happened, that had happened to me in my life, and I get a couple of videos I'm gonna put up about it because I've already recorded it, just have not uploaded it. But then I'm not the only person in this world that has had problems. just have had situations. Um, but the thing is, if it happened, what have you done about the situation? And which leads me to I did put a previous short. I put a short up of my son wrestling, and I put a short video, about 4 minute video, um, up about pretty much being on attack, about taking things uh, at face value, but attacking situations as they come. As a man, or even as a woman, in situations in life, when things come to you, how do you deal with them? Do you pass them by? Do you stick them in the vest? Or do you attack them head on? But how do you attack them head on? 99% of what happens in this world is not about what happened. 99% of what occurs to you, happens to you in this world, is really not about what happens to you. It's really about how you respond. And if you don't know how to respond well, and that would be a stoic, the philosopher, stoicism. Can't pronounce it correctly, but it's about learning how to respond in an adequate, appropriate manner, in such a way that will cause you the least bit of internal damage, because your internal damage will cause you damage. And as you can flow, and um, as you can move through life with ease to a certain extent. It's not easy, but it'd be easier if you learn how to respond in an appropriate manner. So and that's pretty much what I talked about in my video. I talked about attacking things face on, because my son wrestles. I wrestle. Uh, and I learned this thing about wrestling. Wrestling allows you to take things face value. Wrestling actually gives you doesn't allow you to get face value, but it forces you to confront your situation as they come. As I tell my son all the time, it doesn't matter how big the person is, how fast the person is, but when you're on that mat, it's all about you and him. It's all about you and him on that mat. You can't think about yesterday or day before, nothing else. It's about confronting the situation in the appropriate manner. Sometimes you have to size up the situation before you take hold of the situation, so you can get through the situation, and so you can pin the situation. If you can pin the situation, then you're succinct, you're direct, and you go right to the problem at hand. How many people actually avoid situations? Now, understanding is time where you have to avoid a situation for a more appropriate time to respond to it. But how many people have avoided situations for years and years, and pulled the thing in, and pull the thing into their very fiber, and that's why they have high blood pressure, because they avoid the situation, or they hide behind other situations, and that's why they're stroking out, because they hold things inside and don't deal with things in appropriate manner. So life's not meant for us to hold things in, but to get things out. But the question is, how do you get things out in the appropriate manner? And that's what we're probably going to talk about, because we have a lot of situations uh, in this world. We talked about one week about people stealing. We talked about some of the WalMarts in specific areas in Chicago are shutting down, due to, and they're in food deserts, due to people stealing in their neighborhood. And so Walmart said, we're not going to risk the loss. So is that the proper way to attack the situation, for both points of view, from the individuals in the community, or for the people who own the Walmart? And yeah, situation. The John Morant, he 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 had a situation that, did he attack it the first time, and when he got confronted with holding the gun the first time, yes, But even when you attack something, it needs to be with some caliber of sincerity. Hence, the second offense that came shortly after was causing them to almost miss a whole season next year, which is a lot of money. And a lot of endorsements have been dropped. Did he attack the situation or did he succumb to peer pressure? Or did he want to be like somebody he wasn't? But for what, at what cost? Let's talk about it. What happened? All right, let me go to the comment section and see what's been talked about. Afield, uh, you said it's like you said it is about how I respond. Well, how do I respond when things are going wrong in my life? Um, oh, when you talk about them, you respond in a way where you just need to vent, or is this a question? What's the appropriate response? Thank you for clarifying that. What's the appropriate response? Well, you have to evaluate the situation. To evaluate the situation, it's always good to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Evaluate the situation. Collect your thoughts so you can come back. Understand this, that when you occur a situation that causes an influx in your system, you have a mechanism called the fight, flight, or freeze. If you stop, think, about the situation and realizing and understanding that it's not that serious, usually that takes a little time. You go back out, take deep breaths, inhale, exhale. And the reason for that inhale, exhale is because what it does, it helps shoot oxygen to the prefrontal cortex, and it goes into your gut health, gut biome, which kind of helps with your emotions. It helps calm you down. It can bring you down, stabilize you, make so it doesn't get hijacked, and you can come back with a more intelligent response than a reaction. Your response, not reaction. Okay. Oh, I gotta put sorry, people. I never put a link and put a link in the comment section for those who come on. Come on. Link is in the comment section. Help me. So, okay. Oh, where was this? I'm in the wrong section. Okay, good, got you. All right, good. What chat? Okay, chat back up. All right. So, what we're gonna do right now? All right, now. So today's discussion and Q and A. So discussion and Q and A because we talk about what happened. So individuals on you can actually put comments in the chat line, and we'll discuss it. And we can go back and forth with that. Or better yet, I put a link in the comment section. Click the link. Come on, give me your 2 cents. You may actually get five, get a nickel back. Okay. All right. All right. We got. All right.
Good
People
evening.
good evening, Renee. Let me
Good
get
evening.
let me get this out your face. Oh wow, my lighting is equal.
Let's see the shadow.
You got a shadow, yeah.
Yeah, it's from the tablet. So I'm holding the tablet. There we go. It's gone better.
Okay. We used to get a tablet. We didn't get used to get a shadow from you.
Yeah, I think it's just the angle. Maybe if I sit up more, if I lay back more, see, yeah. The more I lay back, yeah, I see.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. All right, all right, all right, all right. Man, come on now. I thought Tito would come on tonight, but maybe not. Ah, maybe not. So, so Phil asked him, "Where's Tito? Where's Renee?" Okay. Or did you up?
I was actually checking on the phone, but for some reason on the phone it doesn't show up.
eh,
Like on the phone, it just still has you not there. Like, see, watch, I'll show you. Yeah, see, when I try to pull it up on the phone, you see what it does?
I can see.
Yeah. It,
Oh, I may have two on.
no, I mean it's just for some reason my phone does that. The tablet
It's,
will pull it up, but the phone won't. I'm not sure. So
okay, I
usually what
got
I
you.
do is I check one or the other.
So it's stuck.
Yeah, it's just still on the intro, the music that do my feet,
Yeah.
that music. Yeah, but then when I put, so usually I'll try both. I'll try one or the other. Usually one or the other works.
Like I'm looking. I'm using two right now. So I'm using two, and the computer is actually delayed. But when I'm looking at the phone, everything is smooth.
Ah,
Actually, my computer chopping up on me. I mean, but the phone is pretty fluid. Phone
hmm.
phone Phone's pretty fluid. Yeah. So did you see the 4 minute video I put out there? Let me see.
Um, I saw more than one. So one, not the one with your son's wrestling, right?
No,
Not
no,
that
that's
one.
not that. That's
I,
short.
when did you put the 4 minute one? When?
Mm, Probably Sunday.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that one then. I probably did see it. I remember I saw more than one video.
I think I put two up. Is about tacking in them streets.
Yeah, I did see. Yeah, I did see one in the streets. Oh, now it popped up. Oh, okay, now it popped up on the phone. Oh, okay,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, I did see the one in them streets. Let me see. This is here. It was, yeah, here it is right here. Yeah, the one where you have the hat on?
Let me see. Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
had a couple.
Just here with Dr. D. Checks out tonight, 9:30 p.m. We're doing
That
I
one?
can't see. I can't see.
Oh, I took it down. That one was a 4 minute. That was a short.
records.
Oh no, that was from last week. Okay. That was a short.
Okay. Let me see. Background screen video. I understand. Let me see if I can find it. What happened next? Uh, it is. I think that's it. Hey, gentlemen, gentlemen. This here is Gentleman Dr. D. I ain't trying to get hit walking the street. Hey, check it out. I'm gonna do this live tonight. I put a reel out. It's called Emotional Wreck. Pretty much it's a discussion. It's a discussion and a Q&A. Have a couple people come on, but I welcome all comers because the conversation needs to be had. And when I talk about emotional wreck, I'm talking about, the state of society, the state of culture, it's the state of where we are. People lose control of a drop of a hat. People can't have an intelligent conversation without flipping somebody off. People can
They can't be civil in the midst of discord. What would you say is the solution to controversy or conflict? Is to fight, is it to curse, or is it to sit down and be civil and have a conversation? I want to believe that everybody learns something in the midst of a discussion. You even learn something when you're wrong. You learn how to hear and understand another person's perspective. Because if you don't sit down and listen to another person's perspective, you go in their narcissistic bin and feel as that you're always right. And we know that we are not always right. We may be always right in the lens that we see, but is that not subjective? If that's the case, then I identify as everything that's right and nothing that's wrong. We have a group of people saying that they identify as this one day, they identify this another day. But can you identify just to be honest? Are you honest with yourself? Not subjectively, but just honest with yourself. Sometimes you don't believe in, people don't believe in themselves because they're not honest with themselves. You've been lying to yourself so long. So when it comes time to do things that you really feel that you're supposed to do, you don't trust yourself because you're lying to yourself. Or you've been lying to yourself. Now, the funny thing about lying to yourself, nobody else hears the lies but you. But guess what? Nobody lives the life, your life, but you. So, are we living in emotionally stable society? Or are we living a state emotional state that's in a wreck? It's a state in your mind or is it in your reality? What is your reality? How do you choose to create it? It takes time. Not outside in, but inside out. So check us out tonight. I'll probably give another summary, maybe have even a couple of clips of some situations that don't seem to be stable in this stable, and then we'll talk about it. I'm interested to see your point of view, and I'll give mine. But I think the conversation needs to be had. And I tell you what, if you give me 2 cents, I promise you get a nickel back. This is a Hero's Journey with Dr. D. I'm coming live right now on Facebook, but I will be on YouTube as well as Facebook tonight around 9:30 p.m. at a Hero's Journey with Dr. D. You can go to the website at heroseeks.org, or you can just go to a Hero's Journey with Dr. D. Just follow me. Follow me, chime in with me, have a conversation with me. And remember this, every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life, never to look back, to always to move forward. Because life is just too short to live looking in the rearview mirror. This is a Hero's Journey with Dr. D, and we are out.
Now we can just cut it off. Video. I understand. All right. Oh. Or maybe it's on the side. Half a string. All right. Okay, so what's your take? Oh, first of all, let's go to Phil the news. Yeah, the third part guy. All right. First, I'm gonna ask you what they did. Okay, what's your take on the video first? Then we go to his Phil's.
Yeah, I did watch that video last week. Yeah, that was one before your last live when you were talking about being an emotional wreck. Yeah,
Okay, so
I do
that
remember
wasn't the current one then.
that. Yeah, I remember that video. I did watch it. That was one before. About being an emotional wreck.
Okay.
People not being able to control their emotions or being driven by their emotions.
Okay.
And Philip has a question. I see here. Did you read it?
Now go ahead and read it for me.
Ask Renee, what does he think about appropriate behavior? How does he handle it when someone cuts him off in traffic and make him late for work or an appointment?
Okay.
That was from Philip.
Right. So what happens if somebody cuts you off?
You know what? I've been growing a lot in that area. Um, I think it's just my growth as uh, developing more on Christ likeness. So now I'm learning to. I found that as I've been growing and maturing and focusing more on Christ and see, I've become things that used to make me angry.
Mm.
Um, I find less and less make me angry. Doesn't upset me. So now I'm more apt to, like, if a person is coming, for example, and they put their signal light on, I'm more apt to take my foot off the accelerator and let them in. And I challenge myself sometimes to um, push against my own ego. Like what's inside of me where, if I see a car approaching, I automatically speed up. Not that I'm rushing to go anywhere, but yet I'll speed up. You know, and I found myself just having dialogue with myself. Asking, what is it in me that says I have to be first? No, you can't pass me. You know, I've got to be what, and I realize a lot of that is my ego. So sometimes lately I find myself pushing back a little again, so I will let the person in. I'll find myself wanting to speed up, but then I'll say no, don't do that. You know, stay within the speed limit. So it's a growth process. It's growing. I find like the more I've matured and, like I said, the more I've been focusing more and more on Christ and the gospel and seeing his glory,
Mm.
I don't get angry as much. Still get angry, but not as much. And the things that used to irritate me before, I find myself being irritated less and less.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Then he said also the news had a story about a guy who shot and killed a teen that he thought was shoplifting. The store was robbed before. I am not saying he had a right to kill that young man. Your opinion? News has a story about a guy who shot and killed a teen that he thought was shoplifting. Really?
Oh, that's a
It's
lot.
wrong. I mean, he
Yeah,
shot. You gonna shoot somebody that they stole something? I thought you get fired for that. I mean, it's one thing if he get your gunpoint and attacking you, but he stole something. You said stop, thief, and you shoot him in the back. I don't know where that looks
yeah,
right. I mean, it's not
yeah,
like
that's
they
not
stole from your out,
self-defense.
and especially when the store got insurance on it.
Yeah, um, that's not so. But there's another part. So people, okay, obviously people shouldn't steal. That's wrong. And I have heard people say that. Well, you have insurance, but remember,
And move up to
not that I'm
the camera.
justifying.
Move up the camera. I'll see half your face. I'll see.
Can
Yeah,
you see me?
yeah,
'Cause I don't see you
yeah.
at all.
No, I'm visible. Yeah,
Oh, you can see me?
I see you now. Perfect. Yeah,
Do you see what I'm doing now? What am I doing?
you move your hand in my face.
Oh, wow. You can see it. Yeah, I don't see. All I see is a frozen picture, but okay. Um,
Yeah, that's what I see on my computer. But on the fast acting, the phone is quicker.
oh, okay. So you see me. Oh yeah, I see.
The phone is better.
Um,
The computer is better on the phone.
oh, but you see me fine now on the tablet?
Yeah, you keep waving your hand. I see you
Oh,
perfect.
okay, good. Okay, yeah, because I don't see anything. I'm just guessing. I can't
I
see.
know. So,
But
go ahead.
if 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 insurance companies are continuously paying more, it makes insurance rates go up, and then sometimes if they get a lot of claim in a particular area, they'll drop that area. Not that I'm justifying shooting. No, I don't think you should ever shoot and kill somebody for stealing something, but um, there needs to be a better way of stopping the person because the issue with crime, and I don't think people realize this, is it's progressive. So now it's just shoplifting or people, doing petty theft, robbing. But if you're not tough on crime, not killing people, not shooting people, but if you're not tough on crime, it continuously gets worse, and that area will could keep getting worse. So I don't think he should have shot this teen. That's wrong. But I do think when crimes like this are committed, they should be severely punished.
He shot and killed him. He didn't shoot him in the butt. He shot and killed him.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, yeah. But you know
It's-
something? I bet you that was a cumulative thing. You know what I mean? I bet you he probably just been getting robbed or shoplifted a lot, and he, probably over time is getting upset, more and more angry, more,
right,
and
built
then
in.
finally, yeah, he'd had enough.
You ain't gonna punk me this time. Pow
Yeah,
pow. I'll make. He said, "I'm gonna make America great again." Pow pow.
yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
very much so. Very much so. Yeah, it's nothing. My take is that's wrong. I mean, stun gun, BB gun, but you know, hollow point 357. What? I don't know what he
Yeah,
used, but it doesn't matter. He killed him.
yeah, and I don't know, depending on what state he was in, he's probably going to be charged with a crime. Now, what the crime, I don't know what the crime might be, but he'll probably be charged with some crime.
Yeah, but I mean, but it'd be murder, wouldn't it? Or not be probably manslaughter. But he wasn't threatening harm.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can't really. That's
And you can't
yeah,
do that.
yeah. That's maybe you should have shot him with rubber bullets. Would that have been better?
He wouldn't die.
Right. Yeah, he'd still be alive.
Yeah, yeah, he wouldn't die. Anything be better. Yeah, them doing that. I mean, it's like I'm tired of being made to livestock, so I'm gonna take care of them. Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah.
It's probably
Oh,
just a cumulative,
I
Probably
agree.
had enough. Yeah.
So Phil, what state was that in? Um, he may multitasking. Maybe multitasking.
Well,
Yeah. So I mean, shoplifting. You said that's but it's a lot of violence that's happening around here. I mean, we talk
yeah.
about yeah, Ja Morant perpetrating like he gonna be violent, but he's not gonna be violent. He probably be violent now. He got a lot of time on his hands.
Who the guy who shot him?
Now Ja Morant,
John Morant. Who was
Ja
that?
Morant, basketball player.
Oh, the one that got that had waving a gun at a club or something like that.
He's waving a gun in his car on Instagram the second time anyway.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. Well, what did they penalize him? What did they do to him?
40. I think 25, 40 games, something like that.
Wow, that's a lot of games.
Yeah, yeah. There's a
Man,
lot of yeah. Pretty much a year almost.
wow, man. And I'm sure that's gonna cost him monetarily, right?
I'm quite sure. And then he's lost sponsors as well.
Wow. Man, that's sad.
Yeah,
Sad.
so that I mean, because you got new talent coming out every year, so you just don't want that the next crop to be better than you. You know, you got and they can be all eyes was on you, but now eyes not on you no more because you're not doing
Right.
nothing unless you don't go Well, I guess he could go overseas and play,
Yeah, but I mean,
but then
would you?
they're
I
supposed
mean,
to
you're
get
an
supposed
NBA
to get hurt.
player.
They're supposed to get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would just use the time to train, get better, and try to figure out, what's going on with me that I'm making these terrible mistakes.
Or you do like Ricky Williams, go to a Buddhist monastery, shave off your hair. You get centered within yourself.
Yeah, I think he'd do better if he went to a Christian monastery, but yeah, something like that too.
Oh, they have those?
Yeah, they do actually. They have one here in Georgia.
Really? What is it called?
It's the like something like Saint. I forgot. It's one of the. It's way out in the country. It's Saint Augustine, something like that. It has monks and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, they live on. It's a monastery. They live there. They grow their own food. They actually donate a lot of food to like charities because they grow their own food. They make things that they sell. Yeah, it's fascinating.
Mm. Did you think
Yeah.
about going over there? Did you think about joining?
Um, Although I find great value in the monastic life, the idea that you can be that dedicated and committed to your relationship with God, I don't agree with the removing yourself. I don't think that's what God wants. I don't think He wants you out somewhere by yourself, isolated. I think He wants Christians to be present in the now and moving in society, not like kind of isolated off by yourself. So the dedication, the commit, that part, like, but the isolation, I don't think is necessarily God's best.
I think it'd be good for retreats.
Well, like temporarily, yeah,
Yeah,
temporarily,
like
yeah,
month, 2 months, 3 months, a week, weekend, retreats.
yeah. But there's some monks, they live. There are stories of monks that would lock themselves away in attics of churches for months, sometimes years, and they would actually have followers or disciples that would bring them food and water, and I don't think that's God's best. But I mean, hey, it worked for them. You do what's best for you.
Right.
you know.
Okay.
But I just believe in community.
Okay. Any anything else you in the news or what's happening? Anything?
Well, go ahead and put me back on, okay? I'm gonna see if I can get this start moving, and just put me back on. If I do like this,
Okay. Oh boy. Uh, one man sat alone. One man sat alone beside the highway begging. His eyes were blind. The light he could not see. He clutched his rags and he shivered in the shadows. Then Jesus came, set that man darkness free. All right.
okay, there we go.
Uh,
Now I'm not frozen anymore. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You see me now? Okay, good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, so now, and they already had in Texas, but now, I mean, like referring to the previous, in Georgia now, we actually have open carry laws.
Okay.
Um, I think it's a response to certain areas, particularly had a lot of rising crime. Um, so I believe in gun ownership. You know, I like guns, but I don't believe in killing anyone, you know? And I think I mean I get it, you know, no one should have to be a victim. You know, like I met a guy, he was from California, and he told me he had just come from California. He said in California, it's somewhere like San Francisco, in different parts where if you're in your house, someone breaks into your house and they're robbing your house, and you give them a good old fashioned whooping, they can sue you. So I said to him, "Well, what are you supposed to do?" He said, "Well, best thing you can do is just call the police and wait." So I said, "Let me get this straight. You're in your house. You come to he's rustling through your stuff. You call the cops." He said, "Yeah." And so you just stand there and watch him robbing you? He said, "Yeah, because he can because if you take a baseball bat or if you shoot him, you can go to jail." Now, to me,
It's
that's just
self-defense.
really imbalanced, huh?
That'd be self-defense. I was protecting my
Yeah,
house.
yeah. But from what they tell me in California, it's odds are it's going to work against you. You're going to end up going to jail. So you just have to sit there and watch this person rob you, and obviously they're going to get out by the time the police come. And then if the police do come, chances are he'll be let out soon anyway. So my point in saying all that is, you know, crime, in my opinion, you have to be tough on crime and stop it in the infant stages because it'll keep getting worse. And I think that's what's been happening in California. It's just been keep getting worse, and they get more brazen, and they do worse if you don't stop it in the infant stages. I'm not saying shoot and kill people. No, I don't believe in that. But the laws need to be set up in a way where people can properly defend themselves and defend their property without, you know, hesitation or fear of, you know, going to jail. Now, most of us southern states, we know North Carolina, Texas, Georgia, Mississippi. Yeah, if someone's breaking into your house, you know, you know what I
Right.
mean? But with some
Yeah.
of these other states, these more liberal states, uh, they just give criminals a lot of leeway. Mm. So once again, I'm not advocating. I don't ever want to. I mean, personally, I don't want to hurt or kill or anyone ever for any reason. But at the same token, I don't think criminals should be given a, you know, a get out of
Car-
jail free card or emboldened to
Carbox.
hurt. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
What do you think about stand your ground rule?
I think it's a good rule, but it needs to be modified to where if you're the agitator, I think you should have a certain amount of liability. In other words, stand your ground should not be a law that allows you people to go out and initiate conflict. It should be purely to maximize a person's ability to defend themselves. I agree with that. But some people are using it, they're going out and picking fights with people or starting conflicts.
Mhm.
And then when the person responds, then they shoot or kill the person. Like the guy in Florida who was fussing at this woman, if I remember correctly, because I think 'cause she parked in the handicap spot or something, something that upset him, and he was fussing at her. Her husband came out the store. Obviously, if you see a man in your wife's face, you're getting real hostile. The natural reaction is to defend her. So he ran over and like threw the man on the ground. The man pulled a gun out and shot him. See, I think if you're the agitator or the initiator of conflict, you should have a certain amount of responsibility. So stand your ground should not mean I can go out and pick fights with people, and then when they defend themselves, I can shoot them. No, I don't think that's right. But I understand. I get stand your ground. I understand it,
Right.
but I think it needs to be enforced in a better manner. It shouldn't just be this blanket, you know, to just start conflicts.
Yeah. Or begging to kill somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you should never want to kill anybody. I don't. I like guns. I always have. But I just don't get people's. I don't ever want to kill anyone. I don't get that. Ah,
Well, but they have high rankings on Call of Duty
well,
or
yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto. So they've been training for years. I mean, you get
Yeah.
new gear, everything, and don't let them put the Oculus on. Oh, well, they're Persian Gulf.
Yeah. Ah, you know, human life is precious. I don't ever want to end anyone's life.
Right. That's good. I think when people do end it, and they don't mean to. They end up feeling a certain type of way. Have you ever wondered why you look at the movies and when somebody kills somebody, they throw up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably more realistic. It's not
Right.
the cool suave way it is in the movies. It's probably a lot more stressful, a lot more traumatizing.
Right. They shoot somebody and then they vomit. Yes. Yes. Probably. I'm pretty sure. Let me see what this stream. No. I don't know where I got this. I'm not sure. It's whole story. Uh,
And Philip said, "Hey, Renee, what about vengeance is mine?" said the Lord. Yeah, it's not about vengeance. I'm talking about self-defense. I feel like everyone should have the right to defend themselves, not revenge. Yeah, I don't actually agree with revenge or vengeance, but I do agree with self-defense. If you're breaking into my house, I should not have to take time to figure out, hey, you're not gonna hurt me, are you? You know, you got any guns on you? Hey, did you come from a bad broken family background? Do you have trauma? There's no time for that.
right.
So if you break into someone's house, they should be able to defend themselves. So that's not a
That's
matter of no. Now, revenge, getting back at you, I don't agree with that. I'd rather stop the offense while it's taking place than try to, make up for it afterwards.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because
Yeah.
you don't know the person's intentions. You know what I mean? You don't know what they, you don't know if they're psychotic. They might make a mistake and shoot, they don't know how to handle a gun. I just believe people should have the right to defend themselves.
Yeah, I agree. Defend themselves. But the coaches kind of say, just shoot them. I've heard that. Just shoot, just kill 'em. But I heard when cops are taught to kill. So the reason why they don't just maim people because that's not in the training.
Right. And it's also a lot harder. People need to understand that also. It's harder to, it's easier to, it's more direct to shoot center mass. People say, why didn't you shoot him in the foot? I think a lot of people don't realize how hard that is to actually shoot a person in the leg. It's the training is either to shoot center mass. And most people, especially if they don't go to a gun range and shoot regularly, they don't really
Right.
realize how difficult it is to make certain shots. They think, oh, just shoot them in the leg. Well, that's actually very difficult to do. 9 out of 10, you're gonna miss. So they're taught, from my understanding, to shoot center mass, which maximizes your ability to. stop the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Wrap this thing up. Give me some. Please give me suggestions of a feature video or even discussion to talk about next week, so I can be better prepared.
Hmm. I send you videos many times. I send you so many videos you'll never cover ones I send you.
What's up? You
I send you
sure
so
do.
many videos all the time.
You got to tell me. You got to tell me I sent you a video.
Oh, I see. It's like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to tell me I sent you a video. Yeah, because you may send me a video, then I may be rolling somewhere. Comment. Did my comment on your video. Oh, that's funny. Um, yeah. So, but you guys should resend what you already sent.
Yeah, and most of it's probably. I bet you're still in your text messages. But how do you prefer to be sent? Text messages, Instagram, YouTube? Well, I don't know about YouTube.
Not,
I don't
not
know how
no
to send
text.
messages on YouTube.
This in text. This in
Okay,
text.
yeah, that's
It
probably
just
the easiest.
yeah. All right. Let me sign off. I'm gonna lose my help.
Yeah, Philip just said, "I'm out."
Yeah. All right.
All
Okay.
right, you guys have a wonderful night. God
It's
bless
right.
you. Jesus
Uh,
Christ, the way, the truth, and the life.
right.
Yeshua HaMashiach, the
Yes.
only
Yes.
begotten Son of God.
Okay. All right. Cut.
Still got it in. I
Was
still
it?
got it in.
All right. Okay. Hey, gentlemen, gentlemen, thanks for sharing. Thanks for coming out with me. If you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Because when you do that, you comment, you share, you help the algorithm, and you help me to make it better. You build with me, you grow with me, and you help me make it better tomorrow, today. And that's greatly appreciated. I'm just trying to get okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. There. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's greatly appreciated. And if you don't uh, if you don't remember anything else from this broadcast and this show about what's happening, and I probably will be doing more frequent videos about what's happening with more of an outline as far as specific things that we will talk about that's current, and you can chime in if you choose to be. And also, if you need anything else, any further, go down below, click, click a hero seeks right there, heroseeks.org. If you need anything further, give me a call, and we'll process. We'll talk about it, do a free consult, and we'll see what it's gonna be. And ah, if you we're on the search to try to get 1,000, 4,000 watch hours. So please help me by subscribing and listening to my content, viewing my content, and sharing my content. That's be greatly appreciated. And if you don't remember anything else from this video, remember this: every day you get a vertical. Make it your goal in life to always move forward and never move back. Life is just too short to live looking in the rearview mirror. It's always better to be 6 feet over than 6 feet under. And this is the hero journey with Dr. D, and we are.